When's the last time you had a friend brag about shopping on Amazon.com or take a picture on Instagram of their McDonald's meal, wear a hat or a t-shirt that had the Procter & Gamble logo on it? These things are pervasive. They're everywhere in our culture. They're obviously super successful. They're a really big deal, and yet no one ever attaches them to their identity or makes a big deal out of enjoying them. I have a cardboard confessional to make. I like Marvel. So here's the thing. Lots of people like Marvel. That's obvious. That's evident. I'm not unique for that. And that's actually my cardboard confessional. I am confessing that I'm a sucker for a theme and a type of theme that a lot of other people roll their eyes at. I've been on BGG forums and Reddit forums, and this type of question comes up once a week in these places, if not more often. What's a theme that you want to see more of? What's a theme that you want to see less of? And I'll just get these out of the way right now. When the theme you'd want to see less of or never again comes up, Marvel is always going to get mentioned. Generic fantasy is always going to get mentioned. And nature themes are always going to get mentioned. Something I didn't realize until I started seeing it. Now it's everywhere I go. And I love all three of those themes. I like them. I don't know what to tell you. I like them. I like unique themes as well. I enjoy something I've never seen before and seeing how a game makes it come to life and all of that. I like when themes are highly integrated. I don't mind when themes are pasted on. I care about theme, but it's just one aspect of a game. It's not the whole thing. But I recognize that I go beyond that a little bit. I'm kind of a sucker. I'm kind of a sucker for this Marvel stuff. This game was a game called Fantasy Realms, which is a good filler game, kind of lightweight, although the combos can get pretty confusing. But it was a good enough game on its own. It didn't need anything else. It certainly didn't need a Marvel reskin, and it's just a really stupid title, if you ask me. But when it came out, I just knew I was going to get it. I'm going to have that. Right? Because it's the same game, a game where you score each of your 7 cards at the end based off of the other cards that you have in your hand. And in this case, the cards might say, hey, if you have Professor X, you get more points if you have other mutants in your hands too. And that's it. And that could be anything. It was generic fantasy. But the fact that it's Professor X and Marvel and all that, I'm just going to want it a little bit more. For me, I really do enjoy the MCU movies and things like that, but Marvel is a little bit of a special place, I guess, in my past with my relationship with my brother, who I don't get to see anymore, and things like that. So, but in a way, yada, 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 right? Lots of people like what they like for whatever reasons they like it. I guess to me, the reason I would go out of my way to make this a cardboard confessional is I know that some of these games are really lame. I played Splendor Marvel. It wasn't as good, and they really are pasting it onto things. Like with Dice Throne, though, I really like the way that they're implementing those characters' powers and things like that. All this to be said is, I think we need to let ourselves like some lame stuff. Not worry if what we enjoy about is cool enough or interesting enough. At the end of the day, I'm 33 years old and I've got a shelf full of cardboard behind me and plastic, and I get psyched about wooden pieces and metal coins and things like that. I guess I know that there's a level of entertainment and storytelling and filmmaking and even game making that is much more highbrow and much more serious and much just elevated above whatever this kind of lowest common denominator dribble is. But you know what exists not as much in those high, artsy intellectual spaces? There's less community because there's fewer people, right? And so if given the choice to like something because it's properly gate kept, or liking the lowest common denominator thing, I think I want to pick out the lowest common denominator, and I want to enjoy it, and I want to get new people to the table with characters and stories that that they might be familiar with, that they might enjoy. They might be one of the billions of dollars worth of movie gross over the past decade plus. And also, I'm just not sure that I agree that this is lowest common denominator dribble, right? Like whether it's the stories that get told in comics or, on the silver screen or whatever it is. Let me put it this way. If you can't find profound value in the storytelling of Marvel properties because of whatever, simply because they're popular or because there might be spandex involved, but you can find profundity in boxes full of plastic and cardboard and things of that nature, you're going to occupy a really unique space. And that's okay. Be you, be yourself. But I'm going to choose to love all the stuff behind me. And I love this little Walmart, McDonald's, Starbucks, thing that is pervasive and everywhere. And I'm going to keep buying them. That's my confession.